Okay. I had to figure something to watch. Okay. I don't know. But ooh,
Elke dag je grens verleggen om je los te maken van het gemiddelde en jezelf continu opnieuw uit te vinden. De ruimte als een leeg canvas. Een canvas voor alles wat.
Apparently, this has just been like really popular. Yeah, big raids. That they got Arizona tea at 350. Right there on the package.
Then came over here to the Bronx. Less money coming in. Employees
Arizona
up for some of the
350.
things that we heard. But for others, President Trump's immigration crackdown means bringing law and order.
In some
So with
places,
President Trump's immigration crackdowns underway, certain areas of town are a lot quieter than they used to be, with local store owners revealing a notable decrease in the amount of customers they're seeing, while saying some of their employees are scared they could be spotted by ICE and deported if they come to work. However, that sounds like a really good place to start for looking at those employees and who they're hiring. And why are you hiring people without properly vetting them? And you're hiring illegals under the table. Out these places that are afraid of having their like, oh wow, our people won't come in because they're afraid of ICE. Why are they afraid of ICE? What is the reason for that? That's a great question. Probably paying them like shit. Yeah. New York is not the only city in America where immigration activity is creating ghost towns, and it certainly might not be the last.
Promises made, promises kept, with President Trump taking immediate action on his top campaign focus, fighting illegal immigration. And as ICE closes in on migrants, once vibrant neighborhoods are now turning into...
In my opinion, I feel like they're not doing enough. Like, they got to scale this up 2 or 3 times. Like 1,000 people a day, that's not enough people.
Go.
Chardo, who manages a Bronx bodega, says fewer undocumented workers are showing up for the shifts and significantly less foot traffic. She calls it the 2020.
They got to start finding these companies that are willingly illegal. If people that are illegal, or you're not properly vetting them, like where's the accountability there? Because in a way, like I don't even really blame the illegals. The reason why I don't blame them is because, yeah, of course you want to come to America. You're going to get paid more money, and it's better. Like, if I lived in some countries in South America are nice, some aren't, right? Let's say I live in one of the ones that's a shithole. I would want to come to America, absolutely. Fuck yeah. And so, but the reason why is because these companies will hire them. So these companies are really the ones that are creating the carrot. Accountable, I feel like this would stop a lot faster.
Pandemic, but this time an immigration pandemic.
There's a lot of criminals. Now the streets are more safe. You can see, you can walk now. Yeah, though they be afraid. They be calling me and asking, Frank, are they gonna come to the store?
A lot of fear, says this man from Ecuador. It's the kind of fear humanitarians are pushing back on, especially those who wish to protect the sanctuary sentiment.
But the reality is 65% of Americans strongly support deporting immigrants convicted of violent crimes.
No shit. Of course everybody supports it. That's the thing.
To hire employees, in this case documented employees, because they
Only
need to
65%? I think actually that was just people that were in favor of mass deportations. That's what I at least read, but it could have been another thing. I don't know.
keep moving the economy.
Yeah. ICE raids are putting
So
ghost towns.
immigration crackdowns are causing mainstream political panic, with some suggesting they'll lead to a smoothie shortage. But what nobody in the open borders crowd wants you to remember is that 4 years
I
ago,
love how like people think that it's a good idea to like, well, why don't we open the borders so we can get smoothies that are cheaper? Orders so we can have people that work for below the table wages so we can get cheap smoothies. I mean, I love that.
the largest migration event in U.S. history, we had a reasonably well-functioning country, which was a lot safer. Because it wasn't a hiding place for gang members and dangerous individuals, the very people Homeland Security is now after, with mass raids taking place in sanctuary cities all across the country. But these raids are turning certain New York neighborhoods into ghost towns, with business owners and residents saying the streets feel much quieter. But that brings up some uncomfortable questions and possibilities, like where did people living in the country without the right to work,
where'd they go?
All of the money they were spending at these businesses? Were they earning money?
They were working there. And the businesses, in my opinion, I think in a lot of cases, willingly and intentionally hired illegal immigrants because it gave them a leg up in negotiation strength. You can average wages, they don't have the same rights as American workers, and you can treat them like second-class citizens. These people, I feel like it's common sense. Like if you were a ruthless business owner,
there's something called non-human involved, and like, I can search up what that means. Wait. I think it non-human involved are immigrants, are homeless people, and also drugs. I saw recently on a they uh, they explained that non-human involved are immigrants, the list of people that are relevant to being I don't know if it's about society, that you are just one of the coolest person that think about this shit. Most people don't even know this. Without the notice of, you know what I mean? You fall under a certain list. And if we talk about DEI, DEI stands for diversity, inclusion. It's being practiced only by everyone except black peoples. It's last, and the rest talking. I don't know. It's really crazy. People really don't care.
wouldn't that be what you would do? If you're, so I would assume that's what they would do too.
to the criminal underground by committing crimes, shoplifting, reselling stolen goods, or worse. And those businesses by complaining to the news that immigration raids have scared away their employees. They've just admitted to illegally hiring and employing people who can't legally work and may be in the country without permission. Which brings us to the real reason why certain parts of New York are turning into ghost towns by allowing over 400,000 people to live in this city without permission to be in the U.S. An entire economic system has been created, which is illegal and exploits everyone who's part of it. In fact, I spoke to one restaurant worker who said their boss was hiring newly arrived asylum seekers off the books for age so they could save.
You know, this is nothing new. Everything is just coming. Turning. So be about a guy who was trying to. Yeah, he came out of jail and tried to just better his life. He went to actually search for a job at this like as if it was New York, somewhere in New York, and he was just searching for a job. Of course, he asked him a question. He asked the question to the guy that was actually offering him a job. He asked him like, "Why are you being so kind to me? Why are you offering me, you know, treating me so nice?" He said, "Because we help each other. If you have already made it, if you have already made it as an American dream, about all these issues, billions, maybe millions, on the same bus and willing to just succeed in life. They, I don't know, government. Returning itself is nothing. Nothing is really pretty new. So it shows how divided people are. I mean, dude got killed by by his best friend. You know, type type of stuff. Dude got out of jail and was trying to lay off drug, but somehow his friend got him to do some drugs. Murdered by the same dude who was helping him. The ethnic group, but his friend was white. He was a white male friend of his. It's because I don't know. The friend was jealous because he was low key into him. He was into that Latino dude, and the Latino dude was actually he he was falling for another girl or lady. The friend couldn't take it, so he decided to murder him. The guy been through, after everything the guy went through, came out of jail. He had a fight with some certain peoples. Even the person, the same guy who offered him a job to, I don't know, wash dishes at a restaurant. He had a fight with his boss as well. Guess what? He got killed for. But the beautiful part of the movie is that it's the end of the movie. It shows that he tried to bring all this, different, diverse, whether it's Latino, black, or whatever. He tried to bring them in a restaurant. A restaurant is in that restaurant you got treated like garbage. You got treated as if you are in a prison or whatever. And that was the end of the movie. Most a person could actually ever create a restaurant. Maybe they should bring it back. Called, but it's a very beautiful movie. It shows exactly how the society is right now. Maybe worse than that, but it depicts everything what society is looking, how society is looking at the moment. Trash at its own people. Who a couple years ago we used to whatever that is just meaningful. You've been ridiculed. You've been seen as a joke. I'll try the name of the movie and I'll put it on my community. A certain movie, but you guys have no clue about. I saw in that movie. I'm seeing it happening right now. It's just coming back again in New York. Ghost town, just because New York got migrants who are just basically trying to figure out for themselves. It's become wicked. It's just dollar signs. See, you have to pay taxes. And I don't say you don't have to, but if even if you do, the next day you won't get treated for uh, I don't know, that you have or pain wherever pain you have. You might pay them a certain amount of money, but yeah, will they pay you back? No. You still have to deal with your issue, whether it's back pains, whether it's teeth, I don't know, teeth aches, or headaches. Complain you didn't pay your taxes. Wow. Complaining that the migrants need to go are the same people who don't take care of their peoples. That's how wicked it is. Keep on demanding, but you don't you don't do nothing back for your own society as well. The people that you supposed to help, the people that are seemingly willing to actually, follow the rules, follow the so-called policies and everything that is being put on to the society so that everybody could feel secure. Wicked.
There it is.
Slavery.
Wow. Arrived asylum seekers off the books for far below minimum wage so they could save money. On top of that, if you walk down the streets of our working class neighborhoods, you'll see unlicensed street vendors all over the place, some of whom sell products that still have the price tags on them from the stores they were stolen from, which get handed.
Mexico in America.
This is in New York City?
It is New York.
How do you let this happen? How do people let this go? And making you wonder if some of the people spreading out items on blankets are there by choice or not. But as you're about to see, even though immigration raids are putting an end to an illegal system of exploitation, predatory businesses and immigration advocates are very upset about it. I bet for some reason.
Whoever created the idea of paying taxes, it's seemingly a good idea, but now I have to be very, very, very honest. Majorities that actually need to, yeah, with the idea of people should pay taxes, it's not working out.
That's like so harmful. It's like these are people that are advocating for like letting these people stay in here in like this exploitative relationship where they're stealing things from street. Like these people basically think that turn the country into a third world country than to uphold our own laws. It's insane. I feel like it's suicidal empathy. Well, the funny thing about it is that for a lot of these people, they never have to live with the consequences of their own empathy. So it's like they vote for these problems, but they don't even live in these places. You guys can deal with it. It's totally fine because we can vote for this and feel good about ourselves. So again, it's about them being able to feel like they made the right decision and they're doing the good thing. They're on the right side of history, guys. And that's what matters to them. Embarrassing. So
have your local bodegas, convenience stores, coffee shops, and restaurants.
And actually, I do applaud all this, you know what I mean, all these stores, all these places, the small businesses that New York might have and are offering immigrants, even though ICE is trying to stop it right now. I do applaud these businesses for actually willing to see humanity, to see good in what needs to be done, considering their own government aren't willing to do anything about it. The small businesses for actually trying to do right. I don't say everyone, but I do see what they're trying, and it shows humanity.
Businesses like these now complain that they've got staffing problems and customer problems at the exact
I
same.
think that they should complain to ICE, and that way we can get a list. Okay, let's go ahead and look over these books. Why are you complaining about this guy? Yeah. The problem with empathy is that a lot of times the people that perceive and that they say that they have empathy, they don't have empathy. They want to be seen as having empathy. What sounds like the right thing. There's not really a principle guiding like their behavior. There's more or less an approval guiding their behavior. So these are people who are looking for approval. They're looking to have the right opinions to the right people, and they work backwards from that. It's not like this is a principled stance that these people have in a lot of cases. They're just simply trying to have the right opinion to the right people. And that's why it makes it, that's what
See, without common sense, it's just foolishness. Don't start falling for whoever's foolishness is being created. Everything is constructed, remember. Of a big girl was actually suing a taxi driver because she claimed that he didn't want him to take him to his to her he didn't want to take her to her destination. So yeah, I empathize with her by to actually sue a person who feels like he's being blackballed by this, I don't know, the company he works for. Or right, maybe she got some sense, and we just wanna we don't see that in some sense, and we just because we see ourselves as thin, or we are used to No, I mean in our to be in our own constructive, you know, feelings, how we say it gonna seems too crazy for us. We gonna laugh it off. The reason because she's big. Our rights are being ridiculed by multiple people because she was why she's not allowed to get certain places because of her weight. I'm like, it being, you know, the amount of weight that she's having. I don't say that people should start, you know what I mean, eating up she's doing or do what she's doing, but she got rights as well. So everything she says might seem crazy to us, but she does make some sense. We need to value what she's asking. Yeah, ridiculous. But yeah, I feel like she does have common sense. You can definitely have a conversation with her. She's not a dumb idiot that you can have you know what I mean, that you can throw away. But then just less value than Beyonce or I don't know that might look your eyes. You need to watch out and just at least find some senses. I would say we like people soft, but yeah, at the end of the day, will it do us any good?
Is that it's actually not empathy. It's narcissism parading and masquerading as empathy. That's the difference.
Sense of fear in recent Homeland Security activity. But if what these businesses say is true, and both the customers and employees at some of these places aren't supposed to be here, who exactly is benefiting from a system that is in violation of federal immigration law?
Well, the companies are benefiting. Those are the people who are fundamentally benefiting. And like the citizens, like it depends on how you look at it. Some of them benefit, some of them don't. But I think that the one group that you can guarantee is benefit and the elite class is benefiting from having an underclass of people that they can control with less workers' rights.
For sure.
That is the one group that, in absolute fucking certainty,
Niggas in the things that we heard, but for Johan Mencias, ice raids are already making a positive impact in our neighborhoods. I know there's a lot of good people too, and I feel bad for them, but it's gotta be done. We gotta clean up. I got two daughters. I want my daughter.
wow. So as it turns out, the residents of this neighborhood do not benefit from businesses who break the law and hire people who aren't supposed to be in the country. And they're saying that's because the people that are benefiting and the people that are pushing for this kind of that live in completely separate areas of any of the fallout from this.
Now, recently I've been asked by someone, asked me like, "Hey, that are being put on onto onto these migrants that need to be caught. I don't know what they did, but somebody asked me like, do you think that um, this bounty are being paid? Like, it's wow, man. And in New York and Texas, I don't know, maybe multiple places in America, but yes, yes, people will definitely check it in. People are money is ruling right now, and money is the root of evil. Somehow people don't, they know it, but they don't see it, and Judas coming to them and set things straight. A person, you know what I mean, building up the city. But I don't say that all these migrants are. I mean, I've seen. There's enough stories that you are hearing nowadays, and you are like, man, migrants and the people that are trying to, do right. The migrants, so both sides are just. It's just a dichotomy shit. Each other. Today the migrants are winning. Tomorrow, ICE. Today the migrants are winning. It's like that's what you are having each and every day. But it comes from it.
Living there don't like it. It's the people that aren't living there. They have no connection to it, but they think that they have like some sort of cultural solidarity with some, like random immigrant that came and is committing. Like I think that the like elite business ruling class has played on a lot of the like liberals, that they've convinced the liberals that having a second rate, second class slave class or laborer class is actually the moral and ethical thing to do. Like it's really kind of an impressive degree of manipulation. Because of
I
these
say
recent
Jedi
immigration
mind
crackdowns.
tricks.
But even though residents seem to be happy.
Commercials. Of course, we have some
Fluimuciel breekt het
commercials.
slijm af en helpt zo de luchtwegen weer vrij te maken. Fluimuciel voor vastzittende hoest.
A second rate, second class slave class.
They're illegally. I could be wrong, but the argument before the Civil War about their workforce.
Or laborer class is actually the moral and ethical thing to do. Like, it's a degree of manipulation. Because of these recent.
Tell people it isn't a problem when they don't see it on the daily. put.
immigration crackdowns. But even though residents seem to be happy now, local businesses that were hiring these folks are not. But the crazy thing about that is by hiring people who don't have a right to work and paying them less than fair wages, those workers are being exploited, and so is there's a lot more that goes into it than less than fair wages. There's like workers' compensation. There's any sort of accountability if the workplace treats them badly. There are tons of other, like, if you take income out of the equation, there are
People still bring the tax evasion, tax this, tax that. You know, find a place to sleep. You're talking about taxes. Themselves anything to eat. Profit. Person is has a job. And you have, I don't know, your insurance is done. You got your social security card or whatever. You got everything. Everything is done for you. You know, have to empathize with the rest. But I'm saying it's easy for you to be in that position and now have to actually answer back to them. It's like a, I think they are trying to escape to pay taxes. People richer, and it's the same people that will actually go um, these people's lives. The same people who are complaining about, oh, they trying to or whatever, are the same people who are stealing from the same people who are unable actually to pay taxes and everything. What you see is profit, profit, profit. It becomes wild, wild west back. It becomes wild, wild west. You can all what you see is just money, money, money. You know, you see a bounty. You see just a you see wanted. You know, and you don't know you have no clue what the deal is. Why the people are actually why these people are being searched up. So I guess your bounty is a way to see yourself actually grow. You know what I mean? Vigilante. I don't want to hear people talking about empathy. I think uh, I think we done past that. You know, I don't think that people have that sense of empathy anymore. It's really lost from them. In people that actually care.
and levels of accountability that businesses have that are created by the government in the best interest of workers that these people can be completely ignored. Now has less jobs available for its residents. And how do we know that these businesses hire?
A lot of people are saying kick them out, kick them out. I mean,
the country aren't holding that status over them.
Can't mean we are welcome. We are open.
Or using it to coerce them to come into work in the first place, possibly as leverage to get them to work in unsafe, unsanitary conditions or do things they wouldn't otherwise. But there's another.
Exactly, yeah. It's like come to work, or we call ICE on you.
Owners do need to face consequences. Definitely, if that's a way to lure in immigrants to being caught by ICE, then I feel like the businesses do need to face consequences because that is of
And the suicidal empathy out of this argument, and you just look at it logically, there's no perspective that you can have on this that it's not completely retarded.
100,000 people who don't have a legal
they
right
say
to
they're
remain
calling
in
it
America.
intelligent
Because this is a
slavery.
sanctuary city, they're allowed to do that, but they've got to get by somehow. They've got to work, they've got to buy food, clothing, provide for themselves. And they can only do this if groups are willing to help them break the law. And some of those groups are gangs. And one of these gangs, this Tren de Aragua from Venezuela, they've had a bunch of high-profile members taken down recently. But this is a gang that made its way to New York during the asylum crisis, where it's been growing.
They're offering up to 3 to catch all these migrants. Surprised that people will actually Judas. Judas is
exploiting people who may have entered the country but can't live or work here in a legal manner and now find themselves needing to help criminals to get
in
things
a
like
vessel
fake
of a
IDs or
very,
fake money
very
to pay
dark
for crimes
entity.
they could be using to trick.
And then this is it again. It creates more of an ecosystem of crime, and then this ecosystem of crime becomes more oppressive and more powerful, and more what do you call it? Like more toxic to a community as it grows, because it becomes more powerful.
Legit revealing that even if companies don't
For people to say every immigrant is a criminal, that is crazy. By this, gang trend de Aragua or whatever, I have no clue. I'm not gonna say anything about that. You know, clue who they are, so I'm gonna just stay quiet about it. But I'm saying to say that every immigrant is a criminal, I disagree. Falling for that. Everybody is a criminal.
who aren't supposed to be here, they could still be forced to shut down if they do, which apparently might happen to some small businesses in certain parts of New York.
Good.
There's a lot of criminals. Now the streets are more safe. You can see, you can walk. Susan Pichardo, who manages a Bronx bodega, says fewer undocumented workers are showing up for their shifts, and significant
Criminally responsible for fucking hiring illegals knowing that they're illegals. And I really want to emphasize this point a lot, is that blame the companies and the business owners times more than I blame the illegal
The
immigrants.
businesses do need to be held
Like the illegal immigrants,
accountable.
I get it, right? I get it. But these companies, they are the fucking roaches. They are the real ones that are
But
bitten.
they're saying Walmart.
Significantly less foot traffic. She calls it the 2025 pandemic.
They're taking advantage of people? Yeah, they are.
An immigration pandemic.
So the manager of this one bodega in the Bronx says that this crackdown has turned New York City into what it was in 2020 when the streets were completely empty. It's quite a statement, but it also reveals that most of the business at her store was due to illegal activity, both on the part of the employees and the customers. And it also means that her store might not be able to stay open if that illegal activity disappears. Now, look,
I love how this argument is. Well, my business can't survive unless we have illegal activity. So we just have to ignore the law so my business can survive.
Wow.
store shutting down is never something anybody should be excited about. But if you've got a
My business cannot survive unless we get some illegal
I would
activities.
disagree with that. I think that if your business can exist inside of the legal framework of like respecting workers and not breaking the law, then I absolutely would celebrate you getting shut down. Inside of that legal framework, it's because you're taking advantage of people and you are doing things that are unethical and in some cases, at least what even
It's sad, man. I don't get.
that's a W. Because
From what I'm hearing, I would never get the opportunity to see a bodega ever in my life. If this continues,
in the country, and neither are the customers. Who exactly is benefiting from that business other than the owners?
Yeah.
And how are all of these customers who don't have legal work authorization?
I never
able
been
to
in New
afford
York,
the
but I
things in the
would
store?
want
They
to
had to have been
visit
getting their money from
New York
somewhere,
one
and these
day.
places
And
are
one
tiny. They
one
can't
place I need to go is
400,000
bodegas,
people,
man.
which means some of the business these stores were getting is related to criminal activity in other parts of the city. And there's no way around that. If
Just
somebody
one
doesn't
random
have
bodega.
legal work permission, the only way to get a job is to do it in an illegal way. And in some cases, that involves more than just working off the books. It involves shoplifting, which is a big problem in New York because retail theft has been decriminalized, and there are markets all over town where people were just.
We need.
I disagree with you. With New York, you have to operate like this. To have a small profit margin, I'm not saying that is, but that might be. I think that if your business can't operate while following the law, then your business shouldn't exist.
Stolen stuff on the street, bro.
Like that's yeah, obviously, right? I mean, like if you
What are
can't
we talking about?
make an honest buck, then your business fails. That's the way it goes. That's the free market.
Reselling stuff on the sides of the street. On top of that, you've got restaurants full of health code violations, renting themselves out to people to just use. And apparently you've got people making food and selling it all over town, totally under the radar of the health department. And the restaurant in question here
How is this like this? That's like India. It support this.
factory inspection grade like this place does. In fact, soon after this article came out, it ended up getting shut down, which means people eating that food could have gotten sick. And if people are buying food prepared in an unsafe, unlicensed restaurant, that just hurts legitimate businesses like this.
This is what I was saying, dude. This is narcissism disguised as empathy.
True.
These people are not empathetic at all. And I think that actually some of them maybe are, but they're so stupid they can't understand like the second and third order effects.
I don't think they care. I don't think
causing.
they care. They just see value in what they're doing. They want their business to grow. So, in that aspect, they just see a tool so that relation of time that they could make use of these migrants. They'll just make use of them, and whenever it's needed, whenever time is right. Sympathy versus empathy. Nah. misplaced viewing it. Me stealing something from a store and then you go outside that store and then sell it to a just random fucking person that's trying to get to the store to get a product. Ah, my goodness, that's so fucking fucked up.
Of those criminals. Fernando Mateo says President Trump is making bodegas safer.
People don't support this. Enough people support this that it's the status quo in the state. That people don't support it, but enough people support it that it continues to happen.
Company owners have been called rats. Latero. O you ladrón. Latero. That good in tell you one thing. I'm translating to snitch.
Committed a crime, I recommend, other than enter the country illegally, that you look for another place to work. Because
Imagine
if they
that.
come looking for you.
So this guy right here, he's the president of the United Bodega Workers of America, and every time something happens in New York that's controversial involving a bodega, he's there to stick up for these people every time they get robbed, every time they get raided, every time criminals enter their stores and assault workers. And he says the stores he represents are victims of crime committed by people who aren't supposed to be here. And that's the problem that sanctuary cities have. They're okay with criminal activity as long as it's federal, but they don't seem to understand that by allowing one type of crime, they expose themselves to other types as well. And residents of the Bronx
Because if you can't be a citizen to to this that's like not exact but it's similar. So like whenever you're like a convicted felon and you get out of jail, you have such a massive like red flag on your resume that it's so hard for you to get a job that you end up probably committing more crimes again because now you're at this massive disadvantage and you end up doing it the same way or housing or finding a place to live. So these people to go through the normal channels, what ends up happening is that they turn to other additional criminal means. I mean, again, they're trying to survive. It's easy to understand why they would do this.
They're out there saying that their streets were dangerous, all because illegal activity allowed and empowered a criminal element to dig in its heels and take over. And empowering criminals hurts the law abiding in ways that are less obvious but are very real for the people affected by them. And if jobs are being given away to people so businesses can break the law and save money, that's something we need to talk about because it means that these businesses are taking job opportunities away from people who have to obtain them in a by-the-books manner.
And this is not like, I mean, people make the argument where it's like, oh, these people are like picking strawberries, and so nobody wants to pick strawberries. Okay, sure, you can say that, but these are people that are working at like a gas station. Like, you really can't find an American citizen that'll work at a gas station? I mean, give me a fucking break.
Bodega owners are looking to hire employees, in this case documented employees,
Bullshit.
because they
Of course
need
it's
to keep
bullshit.
moving the
Absolutely it's
economy.
bullshit.
In the Bronx, I'm Elias El Marte.
So look at that. These businesses, now that their employees won't come to work, they've decided that they're going to obey the law and hire people who are on the books, which is going to be good news for people who need their first job and can't get it. And while the immigration activist crowd is out there protesting these raids as being cruel and unnecessary, these very same activists never protested businesses who exploited their workers at the expense of the law-abiding, who they...
That's what I really find to be odd, is that all these people advocate for these undocumented workers, but they don't advocate for holding the businesses accountable for treating them and exploiting them badly.
wouldn't The open borders crowd is very upset about this, and they've got no intention of staying quiet about it, even though it benefits the very people trying to
Is this
make
the business owner's fault? Why are you facilitating dehumanizing immigrants? You're totally wrong. I'm wrong about dehumanizing them?
You are.
Well, of course they're people. I don't really see, like, something that they're not supposed to do.
It's just a crime. A crime is just a crime, you know. Crimes. That doesn't say that they need to be killed. It's worse than others, you know. If you steal, you need to go to jail. If you steal, you know, it's a crime. Say that you need to treat people less human. But then they have no time. They don't. They have no time. No, they don't have time for that. You know what?
The logic there. These jobs that they shouldn't be at in the beginning. Like, how do you, in any logical perspective, come out on their side? It's just it's emotional language. It's I'm sure it works with some people, but I don't think that average people give a shit about that anymore.
for.
Look, hold focus.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
So, as a sanctuary city, New York is in a very strange place. Off our streets, but you've got an entire group of people here who are very proud of New York's sanctuary city status, probably because they don't understand how much harm it's doing, but nonetheless,
It's because they never have to live with the effects of it. That's the reason why. It's not because they don't understand it, it's because they don't have to.
that any of this activity here is taking.
Deportations undermine city families. They safety, and so is that the city is going to divorce itself from what it sees as misguided federal immigration enforcement efforts.
So this sounds like a operate with the federal government. I mean, like, that's just not the way it works. It's nuts.
Describing
Absolutely.
this viewpoint of sanctuary city protections. Maybe he holds it himself, maybe he doesn't, but the fact of the matter is, It's the working class neighborhoods that are experiencing most of
The
the crime
chat are
related.
being
So all of
very.
what we're talking about today. And none of the gang activity plaguing the Bronx or Washington Heights is present in places like Cobble Hill or the West Village. And these raids and crackdowns are
The
something that
chats
people
are
who
being
live in these
very rude
neighborhoods
as
are
well.
very happy about.
And I love how it's racist to deport illegals, as if everybody who's brown is an illegal, or everybody who's Latino or Hispanic is illegal. Like, how can you say that and not be obviously fucking racist?
They're talking about how terrible these raids are. None of the people who live in these neighborhoods are listening to them. And some of the people taken down in these raids are extremely dangerous. They've been caught trying to buy military-grade assault weapons. Wow. And this gang activity is certainly not a mystery to New York's leaders. They know that a lot of gang-related activity is taking place in facility that is in the process
What a
of being
surprise.
shut down. You'll find wanted posters outside,
Big
and
shocker.
the city knows there are gang members living in these places, taking them over, co-opting them. But because this is a sanctuary city with a right to shelter, the city has plans right now to open a new 2,200 person shelter in the Bronx, while all of this immigration related activity is taking place in that very same neighborhood.
Tough questions from Mayor Eric Adams' staff here at this contentious one meeting. Things got worse when the mayor's chief of staff revealed the decision to open bed.
So I can answer the first question. It's a no.
2,200 people?
Nobody gets screened at all. The city's not doing background checks before it moves people into its shelters. That's how you've got gang members living down the hall in some cases from families with little kids. And since we're a sanctuary city with a right to shelter, that automatically means that nobody can be denied that right regardless of past or current criminal activity. That's how these dangerous gangs were able to make their way into these shelters in the first place. Nobody checked to see if they were...
I think the federal government needs to come in and, like, these people that aren't cooperating with them, like, need to just, like, fucking arrest them. Enforce federal law. It's insane.
It's
Like, yeah,
biased
what is
too.
this? That's wild? No, it's not.
Biased too to call everybody, you know what I mean, a gang.
Their responsibility is to uphold the law.
To call everybody is in a gang. How
United
sure
States
are
of
you?
America. It's a federal
How
law.
sure are you
You know,
that
just
everybody is in a gang?
ignore the law if you disagree with it. Entire war over this once. I mean, we don't need to do it again. Just get rid.
opens because this is a
Bro look like
sanctuary
a
city.
Chinese, you know what I mean,
Go out
mixed
inside
with
to keep it safe and make sure
Caucasian
there
in him.
aren't gang members operating openly with weapons.
Yo, Nolan, how you doing,
I
man?
do think that there's a greater problem at play here, which is that there is a huge contingency of.
I'm alright. I was just let me show you what I was watching before it becomes a little bit too awkward, you know what I'm talking about. This is what I was watching. You see? It's a video of 2 days ago, and it's basically about uh, how New York City turned into a ghost town. Considering all these migrants that are living there. I'm not for the migrants. I'm also not for ICE, but I feel like some people are losing their humanity. They just I don't know. It's becoming. I don't know whether it's a good thing for peoples to. I do say if people do want a safer environment, they want a safer community, then figure it out for these peoples to at least have place to say works to do, you know. And definitely New York City is a very rich, it's a rich place, so it's for them to having these issues of you know, I mean, it's crazy that it's now being dubbed as it's crazy that it's being dubbed as a ghost town. It's a beautiful place, it's a beautiful city, But have you? Where are you from? Actually, where are you from? You live in America, right? What What's your opinion? What's your opinion about New York City? What's going on with New York City right now with the migrants and everything? Okay, that's dope. I used to, I used to have, I used to talk to a girl that she was, she, she was from Columbus, Ohio. I don't know if you, well, she's, 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 she's a woman now. She's a lady, and she's well educated at this point. That's crazy. That's crazy. S- I live in Europe. I live in Europe. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes. Where are you from? I live in Europe. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm not. I don't know if you're familiar with that place. And sometimes I just receive these videos from I don't know, a couple peoples that I know, and they send me this videos to just to give my own reaction on it. And this was very interesting. This very interesting video. I don't know where to put myself in. I'm not for ICE, and I'm also not for the migrants as well. Hear the news of what certain migrants have done in New York City, the crimes, I mean, and the abuse of I don't know, the stores and the children being kidnapped and multiple issues, rapes and all that. It's like really it's being disgusting. And ICE, on the side of ICE, I'm not for, I don't say that all migrants are bad, because I believe that people can be good. I believe in God, and I believe God can make people good. So seeing at the moment, it's just sad that you're just having again a dichotomy of each other. People, this is just it's just a versus of one day ICE is winning, one day migrants are winning, one day migrants are winning, and the other day ICE is winning. But what part from Ohio are you from? I used to talk to this lady. She's a lady right now. She's very educated, and I I cannot tell you her name, but she used to live in Columbus, Ohio, and I still have contact with her, but through Snapchat, and she's very kind, and she told me a very back then. She told me different news about America, and from compared to what she used to tell me how America was and how America is going right now, I feel like GG's, man. Yeah, America is in trouble, but not all America. Hopefully not. I hope wherever you are from, everything is all right. I hope you are doing well. I didn't even ask that. I hope your day went well as well.
With this thinking, problem is.
That's
And
good. That's good.
I
Good
think
to
that
hear.
you need to have, like, the way to stop those people from thinking that is to, and the amount of bad things that allowing these people into the country facilitates weaknesses. It's because focused on, and it's instead
I don't know.
been a lot of emotional.
The reason why I'm watching this video, I guess because I I care. one day want to visit New York City. I also want to visit Ohio if I'm if God's allow it, and I would like to visit America when things are just safe. When it's just when I feel welcome to visit places like America. It doesn't matter where in America, whether it's New York City or whether it's in Detroit, Los Angeles, with the wildfires. I hope that everything just calms down. What lake? What's lake? Which lake? I like landscapes, so I mean I like that, but I don't know which part, what place. The Great Lakes. Okay. Let me say, do you mean the Yellowstone? That doesn't count as a lake. Okay. I have to be honest. I'm not familiar. Lake Erie. Okay, I've heard that one. And the crazy thing is, I didn't know that it was in Cleveland. So you see, I'm not from, I'm not from America. So thank you for letting me know, and I will never forget that. I will never forget that Lake Erie is in Cleveland. I'm learning. You know, and thank you. It touches New York. It touches New York too, the states. Okay, and Michigan. Okay, that's dope. You you know what? Where I would recommend you to. Where okay, where I would recommend you to visit. What lake is actually the only lake that I would like to visit, which I never been, is in Africa. Somewhere there is a place called Lake Victoria. It's actually named after the Queen Victoria of England, and it's somewhere in East Africa. And I would say that's the only place that I would recommend people to visit. Whether it's safe, I don't know, but it's beautiful. Also, the landscape is beautiful, and you might probably catch more wildlife and everything than, I don't know. It's just beautiful. Uh, uh, Many people try to capture it, and there is a lot of news that you can hear from people's. It's aside of news that you can hear from people's. I say you better just go and witness it yourself, but go with your family, of course. And, I'll recommend you to do that. Why did I recommend that place? Because certain places are just a national treasure. And that I don't think it's just as it's scary like how New York is looking right now. I think you might probably go there and still come out alive. You still, you won't be I don't know, you they won't steal from you. You won't get these issues that New Yorkers are having at the moment. But you say take a picture of one of those internet trees if you go. Okay, I will do. I'll do for sure.
it's just
And to keep in mind, one day I'll do my best. I'll try my best to try to visit the place that you just mentioned, and that's Lake Erie, and you say it's also nearby New York and Michigan. So I'll try. I'll try. It's I definitely I don't consider myself a traveler, but I do like to visit places. I like seeing things. I mean, you will see it.
is that
For me, you will definitely see it because I'm the type of person. If I like witnessing things directly. I don't like capturing it on my phone more than it's. It's very recent that I figure out that maybe I should just capture things and then share it with the world, share it with the rest. But I'm the type of person who likes to use my eyes and be just amazed of what I'm seeing, and I feel like that can be selfish sometimes. So let's share it to the rest of the world and see what for amazing we all can capture.
the people that are like actively aiding and abetting this should be of course this is true. The other thing that's true is that it's the marketplace of ideas and the fact that this idea is so prevalent. Why is this idea so prevalent? And I think the reason why it's so prevalent is because people have refused to play the game moral high ground to allowing these people to live here. Absolutely not.
But by allowing gang members and criminals to live next,
You can beat them at that
I
game.
say things like this.
No moral high ground to allowing these people to live here.
You see,
Absolutely not.
do you hear his comment? And then afterwards, you see this.
here, some of the asylum seekers in these shelters do have valid claims.
You
But by
see,
allowing gang members and
afterwards you
criminals,
see that.
ones indeed.
I feel like um, that's an example of people need to watch out what they're saying because they don't know the full picture. They don't have the full picture of how tough people are having at the moment. And so you can say everything about people's. You can say you can say anything, but you really don't know. You don't know the full pictures. You don't know what is actually going on surrounding their someone's life. So yeah, for him, it's easy to say, these migrants just need to go. They just need to be shipped out of America. It's easy to say that, and then you see a mother and and some children who are really, scrapping their clothes and their I don't know their bags to figure out a way to find a place so that they can at least stay somewhere and in a cozy place where they can eat. Now we are talking about accommodations, but what about food? We didn't even we didn't even start having a conversation about that. So yeah, people need to be wary about what they're saying. It's like it's easy for you to say anything about a person, but you really don't have the full picture. So you need to calm down a little bit, and once you know everything, then you know if you are willing to help, at least okay. But if you don't know nothing, then I feel like Asmon God, whatever his name is, it, that's the reason why. That's the reason why his opinions are getting 1.5 million. It's basic capitalization of YouTube, and he's making money of just simple comments that he can give about people that are actually struggling. And that is sad.
activity is spilling out and exploiting people.
Not supposed to be here? No, you're missing my point. To get certain approach it from multiple perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the perspectives that you do, and the way that you're thinking, that a lot of people believe this. And that's my point.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
To our neighborhoods with gang members committing crime all
It's
over
about how to
town
win
and
people
exploiting
over.
people.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Limited shelters and base, which means that some of these facilities are housing gang members while people who could be legit intents on the street somewhere.
It's -3 or whatever. It's not. It's really just it's a simple code, but. And by the way, it's shipped all the way from America, from where you're from. It's North America, somewhere in Canada. I think I don't know what store it is. I have to look at the. I have to look at the back of this in the tag, but it's I shipped it all the way from North America, somewhere in Canada, a store in Canada, and I found this and I thought it looks pretty cool, and now I have it. So you see, I support people. I support Americans as well.
So this guy from Ecuador who partially showed his face on the news.
And it cost me like $50 or whatever. It's really nothing.
Even though we've got advocates that are scaring people with
Something for the people that are having a tough time right now. But to me, I'm lucky that I'm lucky to have it.
the resources simply are not there to deport millions of people from America. And even though ICE is now allowed to enter sensitive areas like schools, hospitals, churches, that's not what's happening. Federal agents are not camped up outside of an elementary school. Instead, the reason ghost towns are popping up in this city is because of targeted removals of people who are dangerous and also have orders of removal from this country and are here profiting at the expense of the law abiding. What do you think about that? Are these raids in New York on neighborhoods that were previously taken? Are people in the country unlawfully forced to
People
subject?
can't break out of the psyop. I actually think that it's incredibly easy to manipulate.
See,
All you have to
people are becoming even so cruel because the comments that I'm reading from this guy's channel, some people are saying, "Hey, put them in the sea," and I don't know. It's just like really, it's just cruel, man. There's so cruelty in once you have a mass, support in online support, and they know what to expect from you. They know what to expect from you, and what this guy always say. You think that he say the right thing, but he's really yapping. He's yapping whatever people feel it's right to hear, and 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 the chat is just going berserk. It's just going a little bit over the top, a little bit. They're crossing the line sometimes. You know what I mean? Um, People are crazy, yeah, but I don't think that we are all raised to act a certain way. I don't think we are raised to act like uh, like idiots. You know, with no. I don't think that we are raised to act with no sense of I don't know. You don't have to be concerned about everybody in the world. You know what I mean? You don't have to feel bad or that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like sometimes you really need to maybe maybe say nothing, you know. Maybe that's the better option. That's what I'm doing nowadays. I could give a comment and but sometimes I feel like let me just stay quiet and watch the whole video so that I could get the full picture where it's going. But sometimes you don't even need to do that. You already know where it's going because some people be yapping things and it's and you mean it right, but you're becoming the wrongdoer.
Yes.
Emotionally manipulate things, but yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. You know, what I mean, don't whether you're for or not for the ICE or the immigrants, just don't fall for it and just do the right thing. Some companies try to in the same video. Some companies try to hire migrants to their store in somewhere in New York. They try to hire migrants, but then uh, afterwards, after a while, they call ICE on them so that they could get picked up and shipped out of America or out of New York City. And I think that is just as terrible. You need to be held accountable for that act as well. You are you basically just want to capitalize your business to grow, and you're using the migrants to do that. You might made enough money out of it, but then afterwards, when these migrants are in need of you or no more in need of you, you just ship them out or call ICE on them so that they can get picked out and so I don't know. It's just some it's messed up. It's just cruel.
Fashion to get
I
by.
dub them
Those
as
that empower and embolden
I
people.
dub them as
Follow the show
Judas,
Thanks
just
for
simple
watching. See you
Judas.
in the next video. Yeah, I like this guy's videos a lot, and I really do feel like it's
We went to
it, complete manipulation play. Strike right, and they just arrested a Salvadoran hitman. Did you see? No, I didn't see that.
No.
I'll look at it in a minute. I
That was 30 minutes, half hour, half hour of I don't know. It's not. They didn't show much messed up places in whoever made that video of that New York looks really terrible. I think is lying. I think it's just for clickbait because like that maybe some places does, but from the video it really was okay. But human being, that's what I saw. Stop. But tell me something that I don't know, man. Tell me something that the thing in New York are the football fans. Yeah, New like do you talk about New York Giants or Are you a football fan yourself? Are you, football fan yourself? And what team are you for? I mean, Cavs. Okay. And with the Browns, let me see. That cannot be right. Oh, the Steelers or what? What do you mean? Okay. Nice. Honestly, I'm not that big of a football fan. Or I know just a couple teams, and sometimes I watch because I watch. There's a guy called Chiseled Adonis, and yeah, he just makes some funny compilation of football sometimes. Excuse me. But sometimes he creates some funny content on his channel and about multiple teams playing each other, and it's just fun to watch. Considering how he anchors it, how he I like to watch those kind of videos. It's just funny because it's just funny to watch. You know, it creates a whole content out of it. So it's more fun to watch that than to watch the actual highlight of football. Oh, definitely, definitely the past few weeks it has been it wasn't even about football anymore. It was about Kendrick Lamar and his performance. Whilst me and my brother, we actually watched the game. I watched Eagles beating uh, shit my home's team, and uh, and I don't know. It's just fun to watch. It was fun to watch some touchdown, especially how there was one play which was just felt sweet to watch that live, and I watched it with my brother, and it was just those are the moments that you just need to embrace, other than and I don't know. Afterwards, after a couple of days, it was all about Kendrick Lamar's performance. It was about and I'm like, why people are not even focusing on what happened to the game? They're not even praising all these athletes for what they have done. They had a amazing game, bro. It was The game was more interesting than the halftime show, and if you hear halftime, halftime is just 15 or a couple minutes, you know, and somehow people are more focused on the halftime show, and they don't appreciate what these athletes are doing. What, you know, sad. But I definitely enjoy some football games myself, man. Some
The NNN, we give it to you straight, no chaser. The news. Super Bowl.
yeah,
God
it
damn.
was
I'm from Kansas City as
it
well.
was
Y'all know.
this guy that I was talking about. He really had a nice nice throw. He had a nice throw, and I saw he had a highlight that needed to be put in the history of. He had a highlight that needed to be put in the history of one of the best quarterbacks that I have ever had the opportunity to see live. You know, I mean, not live that I was there, but just live watching it from the TV. A person doing that. I never watched football myself because I live in Europe and our time difference is crazy. So when you have the opportunity to watch, when you have the opportunity to watch certain people's do their thing, then you just have to appreciate it instead of just appreciating just 15 minutes of music. Yeah. Afterwards, you get to listen to, you know, what I mean, afterwards you get daily to listen how other people are ridiculing Drake. You know, you see, I'm like, okay, man. And I'm not against Drake or I'm not against Kendrick Lamar, but I feel like, you know, just focus on what matters. And what matters is the game.
Because there was some people, it was in New Orleans, you know, they got them voodoo motherfuckers down there. They had dogs poking the shit out of Patrick Mahomes. And I guarantee they had one for every other player on the Chiefs. They was voodooing the fuck out them
Right now, I can
motherfuckers.
show you.
That's why they was moving.
I'll show you. I'll show you. That's the time. You see? It's a.m. It's very late at night right now, and that's why I'm saying. And most content that I get to watch the video that I'm watching right now has been posted like 4 hours ago. I wouldn't get to watch it right now if I was sleeping, so that's why I'm watching it. Yeah, the thing is, I slept already, man. I slept already. I slept earlier. I slept for like maybe for a couple hours. Now, when I have nothing to do, when I'm unable to do anything, I just decide to watch some few videos, and there are some contents is in some content creators are from America, and it feels right to support them on what they got going on. And even if I don't, it's me having fun and watching whatever I like to watch. It shouldn't bother anybody, I think.
Moving slow and shit. They had the voodoo on them. And, you know, thank y'all for letting them get 2 touchdowns, so it wasn't totally embarrassing. I think they got the 2 touchdowns against their second string. Yeah. Congratulations to Philly. Bird motherfuckers. Y'all took a shit on the Chiefs' heads. You did. You flew by and just dumped the motherfucker hot.
What time is it there, if I may ask?
On a month, but we will be back. Welcome back to NNN. Oh, also halftime show. Kendrick turned the mother place out, turned it on, turned it up, and somebody tell Drake to turn off his TV set. Turn off your TV because you gonna be suicidal, boy. God damn, that boy he brought fire to you, boy. So you better leave Mr. Lamar alone.
Okay,
Goddamn.
that's
Nobody
nice.
told you. Nobody warned you. See,
Oh
he
shit,
one of
it's
them pop
so
stars. That mother real hip hop. See, there's a difference in a rapper
it's,
and hip hop.
it's morning there.
That mother hip hop artist. You just a rapper. And you need to go and tell the people who write the rhymes to go back to the drawing board. But just like you gonna sue. You gonna sue the NFL, you gonna sue
Okay,
Kendrick, you gonna sue the dance, you gonna sue everybody who was in the audience singing A minor. Go to sue. You already lost. You public domain. Anybody can quit you. I mean, that's par for the course.
okay, I get it.
Swing again. That's how Tupac and them used to do when they was banging at each other. They did it on wax until hey. So try again.
And so you basically about to
It's my suggestion. Just
so you basically about to eat dinner with your family or something.
metaphors in that show. He had PlayStation Box X is for action.
Oh, you have done that already.
For pause and try. Man, he had all this shit jumping off the American flag, the red, white, the blue, the red against the blue, the white separating the red and the blue, the bloods and the crips. And they all came together at the end, all dancing and partying together on A minor. Hey. And then Sam.
I did, yeah. Just a little ago. That's dope. You mind me asking what you had?
He was saying all the shit that the white people were thinking as the show was going on and at home. It's too wild. It's too ghetto. Calm down. Everybody in the room. So, yeah, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Kendrick!
Zero.
Dark skin win again. Welcome back to NNN, man.
Just Allen sings the
NFL
click.
had the award show, and Buffalo Bills quarterback, what's his name, Josh Allen? He won the MVP, and he thanked everybody, even Slick Rick from the mailroom. Check it out.
We've got such a great locker room in Buffalo, and it takes everybody. The Slick Rick in the mailroom. Okay, so I had the same question I'm sure a lot of you had. Who the heck is Slick Rick?
When he went on stage, everything, I was happy that he had won it, and it went from joyful to crying because when he mentioned my name, I just broke down. I broke down because I'm just an average person. I mean, but when he mentioned my name, it was like, oh my God, he just mentioned my name on national television, so it was like, I was just crying. I was crying. Then I started getting phone calls from friends, and I was crying on the phone to them.
I had burritos. The burritos. That's dope.
Like a dream.
That's dope.
Even though I work here, but I don't like this publicity. I don't.
Well, Slick Rick. Yeah, you very,
That's dope.
very emotional man.
Is that
Almost had me crying over here, man. Goddamn, yeah. You just
I ate really like
and you don't like all that.
I don't know. It was much. It was like vegetables, and
I mean, that don't make no sense to me. But hey,
and chicken
but hey, bro,
and potatoes. A little mashed potatoes
national TV.
and I don't know broccolis with some sauce over it, soya sauce, and it was really well made. And that's what I had, but it was like really a couple hours ago.
You're so afraid of transparency. Why are you bothered by the fact that Elon Musk is attempting to expose all of this fraudulent spending? What is that about? What is the problem here? What is the problem with transparency? Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Senator Warren, I just want to answer your question. How did you get a $12 million net worth on a $200,000 salary in Congress. How did you do
You
that?
say interesting,
How
yeah.
did you do that? You can keep trying to block my camera. We're on public sidewalk, so
They run like rats. Oh, yes. Doge. Yes, pulling the veil off a whole lot of scams in that gun.
It was
Especially
I have to give thanks to my
been hanging
to whoever
senators.
to I have to be honest. Who made it? It was my mother.
That ain't a
So
slick
yeah,
mother.
she can cook, and
That's all I gotta say. USA is some bullshit. And the Pentagon is some bullshit. Because they gonna hit you with the pen
I
first.
can cook too.
And if that
But
don't work, they
sometimes
gonna hit you with the gun.
I
So we
prefer
call
it
in
when it's
the
well
gun.
cooked.
Now you
When
smart
somebody
as well.
does it
You contractors
does
giving us all your work.
that way
And
better
guess
than
what?
I do. I don't want to mess it up.
Bring this gun and just take it. Now I suggest stick with the pen.
I appreciate what others can do.
And nobody died.
I don't like I don't like I don't like confronting others with if I don't want I don't like to be the type of person that likes to have a fight with the rest when it's about cooking. If you can cook better than me, then I'll let you make.
Toilet seats that cost $20 million. What y'all getting toilet seats from? How the is a screw costing $100 million? Where the is all the trillions of dollars supposed to
It's
be making
unnecessary
tanks
to have
and
a
all this?
fight over
And how come we got fields
making
of
food.
tanks out in the desert ain't even being used? Got airplanes out in the desert ain't even being used. You just like purchasing a bunch of shit to keep the military industrialized complex alive. Yeah, that's that hustle. Pimp the gun,
Sometimes
yeah. Pin
you
the
should embrace
contract
it and
for
eat it because that is
military
what it's made
industrialized
for.
complex. And the gun whenever they want to steal some natural resources in a
And
so-called
of course,
third
thank
world
God that you are
country.
able to
Look
have
at
that
idiotic.
opportunity to eat it.
Doge them all. Doge them. Doge them.
Because nothing lasts forever. Be appreciative of every second and minute and hours and milliseconds that you got to enjoy everything.
Welcome back to the internet. I mean, why the hell are you in the middle of the ocean on an inflatable canoe? And then a whale swallows your dirty ass.
But I
You
asked you
think
something. I asked you something. Tell me something that I don't know. Tell me something that I could learn from you, man.
ass out quick, fast, and hurry. You tasted like
What about
squash. Whales don't like to taste
was
the
you
sweet
already
sour shit.
finished with
They
your
spit that
relics?
motherfucker out.
Taco Bell security. Wait. Let me read this. It say security guard caught on camera slapping a woman. That's crazy. Say I am. I need to get it recorded and edited. Okay, that's dope. That's dope. I'll be your number one fan. Just know that. I'll be your number one supporter. I'll support everything. And don't forget me. Don't forget that I'm your number one fan. I hope that you make it. And of course, I'll put it on my channel and I hope to. I hope that you grow, man, from everything that you do in life. I hope that you get successful, and I hope that people see how valuable you are.
Well, first off, I'd like to say that that restaurant that didn't say shit and do shit and kept on filming. Even the cameraman that filmed this.
Thanks, man.
All you motherfuckers. And somebody sent me the name, the state, and city.
I say, you see, I wanted to show you something. I wanted to show you something that you shouldn't ever do. You know, regardless of what situation that you are on, never do this. Never do this. If you are a man, never do that.
Well, first off, I'd like to say, that security guard,
Never do that.
Taco Bell, everybody in
It
that
is.
restaurant that didn't say shit and do shit
I
and kept
mean,
on.
value our women. It doesn't matter what race, what ethnic group. We value our women. So what just happened, you should never do that. I never done that in my entire life. And even if you, I mean, other can kill as well. Women can cause a harm to peoples as well. So, but even though, just resolve it in a gentle manner because that's what they're expecting from us. We are the one. We are being seen as um, of situations. We are not being. We are not the. You know, not the instigators of situations. And if whatever that man did, it does, just because you are a security guard, that doesn't make it right for you to slap a woman like that. It's not. It's not right. You got it. Violence is never that.
Even the cameraman that filmed this.
That's absolutely true.
And somebody sent me the name, the state, and city.
And it's not necessarily only on a woman, just on anybody. Don't do it. So you are absolutely right. Violence is never the answer.
Security guard is, and the Taco Bell location. That's it. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Boy, mother. God, it could have been.
You're actually way you you are way you are way ahead. If you say from what you just said, you are way ahead from everybody in the world. So keep that mindset.
Met Eru Goudkuipje. HTM zoekt collega's die vooruit willen. We kunnen veel goede mensen gebruiken. Samen brengen we elk...
A teacher who sexually abused a special needs student and told him to bring a gun to school to shoot a colleague is sentenced. Look, this gonna hire a tard to become a hitman. And damn near pulled it off because boy, if he'd have did it, they would have never suspected her because they were like, you know you killed a man. I can't do it, you know what he did. So this was slick. She sucked this little tard.
Messed up. That's messed up.
I'd like to hear him busting it like. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's not funny.
Call him a retard because he's already a tard. See, they don't have to re-up; they already tards. So I don't even know why they call him retards. He's already a tard. So anyway, this tard must have got enough wherewithal to tell somebody what the teacher was doing to him because she wouldn't do it no more. So that's probably what brought this all to a head. Didn't suck that tard that last day he wanted it. I'm gonna tell somebody. And he told him. And now they was in jail.
That's fucked
So,
up.
yeah, you know, special needs. I got special needs. You could have hired me. Suck my. I got special needs.
Don't make that joke.
But you way too ugly. So you know that's out. And you know Peace. I'm good.
I don't know, and I don't say it's when jokes about special needs can be funny, but I'm having a hard time because sometimes it's just it's almost unfair, you know. Like that's my point. Hopefully, people understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, if people feel like it's necessary to laugh over jokes about special needs, then go ahead. To me, I feel like it's I'm having a tough time inside to do so.
Hey, welcome back to NNN. Look, they started to panic in Japan
They can't
because
cross the line, true,
Japan is over there handling some of the
and it's way too
deadliest
far.
viruses on Earth, like Ebola and all the rest of that shit. And they ain't never had no plan for that type of shit. And they said it's gonna be worse than an atomic bomb. No, it ain't. We already bombed y'all 3 times. What the hell? Shit, y'all used to it. Yeah, y'all made a comeback, selling Sony and TVs and all other kind of shit. Go ahead, let it spread. Y'all can handle it. And we're back to NNN, and I'd just like to say that there were no tards hurt in the taping of this particular episode. No tards, because I'm the only tard on the show. So anyway, I'd like to leave you this week. When it is not your day, just turn around and go back in the house. Because you coming out busting your head the way these people are busting their head, just turn around and go back in the house. Till next time, we'll be back again. I'm out.
When it's not your thing. Hey, but can I ask you anything funny that I can watch? What's funny that I can search up so I can watch? Because I thought this was funny, but it was less. And it was a little bit distasteful. I'll search it up. Just tell me anything. Tell me anything that I need to search. And I'm having a hard time actually searching up for your account. Last time I wanted to check to check your account so that I don't know, I could support whatever relic or video that you put in. But I think you haven't posted anything yet. But I'm having a hard time searching your account on my on YouTube. So, but aside of that, just tell me any video that I could search up and go and watch that is actually funny. Anything. I mean, maybe it's funny to you, and maybe I might find it funny as well.
Dit zijn geen domme. Een brandspiegel. Een brandspiegel.
You say you don't know, okay? Take your time. Take your time.
Moet nou echt slimme keuzes gaan maken, man.
Not necessarily funny. Anything that
Ethiopia in the 1950s and 60s was a nation deeply reliant.
videos were a little bit too serious. I think. watch Daily Dose. Just let's see Daily Dose.
They're trying to get
That's
so far away.
that's too cute.
Just grab him by the back
That is
and
messed
just
up.
hold him.
That is messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up.
Where you
That's
going?
messed up. That's messed up. It's an actual child. I didn't know that it's an actual child. Like child abuse can't stop.
Hello, everyone. This is your daily dose of internet.
Daily Dose got fun, but the first video the first video that I saw, it is a short that he posted, I think 22 hours ago. It's just it looks funny, but at the same time I feel like it's almost it's unfair. You cannot do that to a child, you know. Like it's it looks funny, but for just for a video, I feel like that's foul. That's violation. A child up from the back of the, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's nah. It's not necessary. You don't have to post that online. I thought it was, I thought it was an actual animal, but it is, yeah. I don't know. A daily dose, man. Say I need one of these. Say I need one of these. Says daily dose has some funny videos in it sometimes. Like less. It's not. It's not what I expected.
Nee, ik ga niet vechten voor Nederland.
wordt gesproken over een staakt tot vuur in Oekraïne. Hoe dichtbij is dat moment, denkt u?
Nou, dat is nog wel ver weg hoor, want er moet een heleboel.
Not fighting. A little bit too serious. Less distasteful stuff to watch. Ridiculous. How ridiculous. Yep. I don't know what, but it's it's cool things. Okay. I'll search it up. But it's not. It's nothing. Nothing stupid. Nothing crazy, right? It's nothing.
Volume, lekker lang genieten. Nu in jouw winkel.
I mean, I have to ask this considering sometimes YouTube throws strikes on me, and I understand why, because not everything is for, not everything is. How is it called? How ridiculous? How ridiculous? I'm gonna search it up. I'm very much into science. Yes. Thank you for giving me, you know, thank you for showing me this channel. That's actually guys. dope content I see. Me, right? This I'm gonna try to watch it. Let me try the extreme ball football canon.
And sports stupidity, yeah!
Okay, this one. This actually laugh with. Oh shit!
Right, don't forget the pill. My pin's purple color of the purple hose. What are we doing
This is
today,
actually
boys?
fun.
Cannon bowling?
This is actually
Club
fun to
sports?
watch. It's
The
laughable.
bowling ball cannon is 1 kilometer over there, and it has one bowling ball. It's the drive for all. That's to make it fair. If the cannon takes Gauntons out, he's won the round. Only one. You know what it basically is? It's just bowling ball. That's
See,
basically what it is.
Vertasium,
You don't use
the
a
action
driver,
lab.
you use a cannon.
I'm gonna write that down. Considering I'm already playing the video. I'm gonna write that down. Vertasium, you say Vertasium. Those are all science channels. Okay. Mm, Mark Robert Backyard Science. I'm gonna write that down. Considering I'm already playing the video, so it's gonna be tough for me to go back again. And play. But it doesn't matter. It's no problem. Let me see. Is that an actual name? Is that somebody's name? Now red. Mark Robber. His name is Mark Robber. That's funny. It's like Mark Robber. So you have to mark somebody, and then no, I'm just kidding. Um, they are from Backyard Science. It's rotation. Very the Action Lab. Afterwards, you say electro boom. What? I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I didn't know there was this much science channels on YouTube. Normally, I've actually tried to ask my brothers about it, whether they are familiar of any interesting science uh, channels that I could find. But you say I'll search them out. I appreciate it, man. Jay Laser. Jay Laser makes superhero suits. Okay, that's oh, wow. People have actually they have dope content, man. It's low key giving me some ideas.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We thought about that. That's smart, isn't it? Rex is also
But
joining us.
I'm not gonna steal any. I'll be I don't know. I'll be glad to meet them in real life or to be ever to ever get the opportunity to do what they are doing, what they are capable of. But no, I'm not gonna steal their ideas. I'm just willing to support to see what they got going on, and because people need to do that. People need to support each other what they got going on in life, and it looks like they actually captured dope content. You know, definitely this cannonballs. It seems like fun to watch.
He hasn't been repaired yet.
We need to take him out. Stormy in? What do we go, like 30 degrees?
Definitely never had a magnetic protractor ankle locator on a team before.
I'm proud of you for getting magnetic out.
It took me a couple.
What are the odds of a strike here? There must be 1 in 10,000. Ready, everyone? Ready.
Put
Has that gone too far? That's gone. I can still see it. Can you see it?
I've lost it.
We've used Ken a lot. I've never seen that.
did they just shut up? Did they just shut bowling ball
Potentially
inside a cannon?
one again. Should we drop the tower?
Hey yo.
Because we also didn't bring our 3 balls. We had to go back anyway. Yeah, in golf.
Also, if you haven't heard of them already, dude, perfect. It's a trick shot channel. I'll try.
But I'm just tapping into a donut. It's delicious.
Gary, bet you can't think of a word that ends in the letter.
I say, and this too, I really have to thank you very much for finally understanding what I'm asking for my subs, especially this is the type of stuff that I'm asking, but somehow I don't know, they don't understand it or they don't hear that I'm asking for. I'm asking for this type of content that I need to, I mean, even if it's you, the one that is creating this type of videos, I am willing to support. I'm willing to watch it. I'm willing to give it to the next person and to give it to my. I have a ton of brothers, and they love certain things. So and it's all about educational. I mean, it's all about what we can learn from it, what we can learn from each other. But at the same time, we can also enjoy a little bit, right? We can also have fun, laugh a little bit, and this is the type of content that I'm asking for to watch, but also to enjoy, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Nolan.
Got it in frame. That's in my pins. Did you hear my pins go down? I tracked it like 75% and it lost focus. Hey, well done. Thanks, everyone. Pat me on the back. Well done, Brett. That's awesome. Jack, on the drone has confirmed it is in our field. How far did it go, Jack?
1,050 meters.
1,050 meters. That's crazy.
Activist geweest, prachtig om weer terug te zijn. Ik zie mezelf keihard met 22 gebeuren.
We having commercials. We having commercials.
Ontdek de zonnige frisheid van buiten gedroogde
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and we are done. Yes. Hey, the quads are dope. Wait, I gotta show you this. If I'm allowed to show you this from YouTube.
It is in our field. How far did it go, Jack?
Let me see. Let me see if I can. 1,050 meters. The quads, that's dope. That's just sick. I used to ride on those when I was 16, 19. That's just sick.
These balls do not have holes. No, they're fresh out the box. So you cannot get Gaunson's furthest away. He gets the first pop. Gaunson shot 2. Happy with your distance? I guess we'll find out after you two.
I'll have a go.
It's gonna come down. Oh, warm up. Whoa.
Okay. Warm up. Let's go. It's far. It's far. It's far.
Oh yeah, that's a good warm up.
Okay.
I felt that
Okay.
very, very much in the metacarpals. Are we allowed a runner?
Yeah, of course.
They're good.
After pat. Oh, how much berries you going? Oh, big.
Get up, Hercule.
Alright, Nonsense on 3. Ooh! Belmo style! I think Heron's definitely the favourite horse at the moment. Big Heron, the man from Kalamunda.
Calamanda. And Aaron is struggling.
That was bad. Nonsense is at the front.
Here he goes. Go! Wow!
Ooh!
Oh, come on!
No!
No!
Oh, yo, we got them all. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
What a shot! What the heck? That is flipping unbelievable.
That's dope.
Gonson!
Is
Well done. What a shot.
seemingly we got a bowling master over here, man.
That also moved about. Just getting some good stuff. Do it. Oh, needs to kick. Kick!
I think he's a little bit too much on the right, and he's too much on the left.
Finish? No. Gonson wins. Gonson wins. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Gonson gets a point. I missed right. You missed left. Gonson wins.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I saw a meme of that today. They are Australian. I can hear them. I can hear their accent. It's really funny.
Goalie gloves out. Gotta stop it.
But at least they're funny. You know what I mean?
Strike I just did. I'm on fire. You go first. No. So
At least they're enjoying themselves. You know, that's what it's all about.
absolutely they do. The winner gets the choice. Oh, for the next chance we go.
My sister, I got a sister who's living in Perth, by the way. So she's also she also in. Yeah, she's from Australia.
Never get on the wrong side of the guy who's got the choice, Eric.
So she probably sound exactly like them.
We've used to collide bowling balls, watermelons, glass balls. It's just been an incredible thing. We have got 2 of them. You can see a red one down there.
So that's why I cannot make any jokes about Australians. But I hear the accent. It's funny.
Dodgeball and sent the goal. Legends, they hooked us up at the ski jump when we last did a hectic goalie challenge. No, let's just lengthen this out for network sport. Right. Ready? Yep. 3.
Oh, hang on.
2.
Hey.
Oh, Wimpy. So 10's not enough. Let's sneak it up to 11. 40 PSI.
Hey yo.
Oh, I mean, that's more the spirit. 75 PSI. Shut her down. 1.
Hey, okay, that's a goal. That's in.
Drops over there.
You know, whatever tool they're using to do this. Let me show you.
Oh, Wimpy. So 10's not enough. Let's sneak it up to 11.
I say whatever tool they're using to do this.
Oh, I mean, that's more the spirit. 75 PSI. Shut her down. 1. Ooh, I reckon
Go straight in.
Juggling drops over there.
Okay. Oh shit.
Did look a little special there for a minute until he stuffed it. We're up to about
Yeah.
85 PSI.
That was straight up in.
3 rounds each. First round 1 ball, second round 2, third round 5. 5? Yeah, alright then. Heron's doing just 1 and then switch? Just 1. The best score you could get for this particular sport is 8. That is simple maths. I got it. Being first is not a good feeling. Seen a few straight at me so I can save it, but then part of me is like, I also don't want it straight at me. Do you guys remember we had like 100 people kicking at me?
Yeah, I have the feeling you got the same. You got the like your character is like it's exactly like them. You like having fun a little bit. You like enjoying yourself, you know, and doing this type of stuff, which is cool. Me too, but I'll never get the opportunity, you know. My friend, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get. You know, my friends like to do other stuff. You know, they like to do more crazier stuff. But this is fun. It is actually fun. Oh shit! Oh shit!
I genuinely
think I'm a little more scared about this one. Nearly there. Sunny's off. If I take one to the face, I'll regret.
Regret.
Slip it real
Regret.
close now. What color
I
ball
regret
you
it too.
want?
Lake Erie. Today I walked on a frozen lake. Lake Erie. Lake Erie is frozen right now. That's cool. That's dope. But it's 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 those type of it's those type of stuff that you actually need. I say it's those type of stuff that you actually need to capture it and put it on your channel, man. Just you should just it's just dope, man. Just capture it, put it on your channel, and let other people have fun. Let other people see how frozen it looks, and the fun that you are having doing that. With whether you are with your family or you're alone or whoever you are with, those are the type of stuff that you need to capture it and just yeah, man. I recommend it. It's actually dope. It's actually very. That's. I never been in Lake Erie, and I hear it from many people. Now you say you actually walked on it whilst it was frozen. Man, I wish I could capture that.
Elke dag een grens verleggen om je los te maken van het gemiddelde en jezelf continu opnieuw uit te vinden. Sport 4 weken gratis en krijg een sporttas. Start nu. Boost je mood. Basic fit, go for it.
Hey! Hey! Run!
2 points.
Why were there 2 balls?
Oh, there's no points. No points. No
It's meant to be
points.
1 ball.
I did.
Why were there 2?
I only put one in.
It's supposed to.
It's honorary
It's
20.
supposed to shoot him with just one ball, but he put 2 balls.
2. Jeez. It's about 77 psi. Ready? Aaron on. Here we go.
Oh,
Miss.
Aaron gets a point, you lucky duck!
There was no chance I was getting there if that was bottom corner. Wow.
You're up next. Yeah, beauty. I'll just load her up. Get 1 ball in. Has anyone put a ball in? Have you put a ball in? Charge it up, boys! 1 point for
Intimidation.
They're using gas. They're using gas to shoot at each other.
I have removed sunglasses to protect.
Are they so? Are they that terrible at shooting? Are they that terrible at using their feet?
Goalie
I
at
mean,
any level.
in Europe we do this for fun. We shoot at each other for fun. I think even the gas tank can't compare what we can do with our legs, but we do this for fun. But it's funny to see us using a gas tank to shoot at each other.
That's top spin so hard, hit the ground, almost taken my head off and gone in still. That seems incredibly unlikely. Hey, great shot. Great shot. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a little bit pooping myself. This is like definitely imposing.
For the
Got none. Flip me, he got a stinker. He bounced over the top. Why is that still going? Oh, so I didn't open it. We'll go again. No way, that's it. On to 2 balls. The valve didn't open. I pressed down instead of up. So you didn't get the pressure. Get a stiff cheese. I can keep the video, man. Warnson is chirping the house down, thinking he got away with my issue.
That was a null and void shot.
Almost there. Thanks, boy. That's great. Drop here. 3, 2, 1.
he got it. That's a good keep. That's a very good keep.
He got an easy one, didn't he?
Right at the tootsies.
I don't think he needed to move.
I don't think he did move.
Hey, I think Brett's on the bottom. I'm not sure. You're not very very gracious, is he?
Nah, he needs to learn a thing or two. He is the younger one of the team. He's just dropped the all wham, which is something I would do too, but not in this situation.
I really hope he gets hit in the nuts now.
Do it. We're going to keep them on.
Nuts.
Balls.
Nut shot is not good, man. Come on, guys. Hey.
That's good save, though. Really good save. We're at 70. Go on, son. We're at 70. Just a second. 20 seconds. Still all good.
No problem, no problem, man. Thank you, thank you. I'm falling asleep. I think after this or after a couple of videos, I'm probably going to sleep. But I appreciate it, man. Appreciate for the content. I'll watch it until the end. Okay, I'll go to sleep as well.
They were moving, and you're up next, Stanford.
And if you guys saw,
But I appreciate for everything. And thank you for coming by and thank you for you know what I mean.
boys, 5 is going to be really weird.
Let's power up. Let's go.
Off she goes.
I'll say both of these. I'm in the lead.
I hope they both go in.
Let's go, Aaron. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Aaron's groin was in so much trouble for a second there. Did you see my heel pop out? Aaron, are you good to just go 5?
So currently leaderboard in this sport, you and Heron 2 apiece, I'm on the Uno.
I chased the first one, which I couldn't save, and then I was like, as a last ditch, I just tucked the little heel out.
Here we go. Pressure's on. Oh, here. 3, 2, 1.
Shit.
All in. No. Oh, 4 in. That looks scary as heck.
And I'm next.
Definitely didn't man up and face them. Got scared. All of a sudden, you go from seeing nothing to 4 balls in your face, and like, it just has no chance.
Do you think it's literally lottery on how many on target here?
Oh, I reckon if you focus on one and don't worry about getting hit.
Focus on one.
So Stanford needs to save 2 to tie me, save 3 to be in the lead.
The scary thing here is Stanford can actually win.
Oh, definitely.
Like easily.
Definitely.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, what?
Oh.
2 in! He saved 1, 2 missed, only 2 in!
Wow, he takes the lead. Oh, 3 in. 3 in. Go down gold here. Really could.
I had 2 in, so I got 3, so I'm on 4.
Yep.
You need to save 3 to win.
2 to tie.
That's a big ask.
Now, hopefully 3 just miss. Otherwise, these hands need to get very involved. Any tactics, Scott? What have I learned so far?
Stanford, I hope you win this round. I really do. It was better when we were chatting just the 2 of us, but man, he was chirping a lot earlier.
There's literally no tactics coming to mind.
Go on, send for the win.
3, 2, 1.
They all went in.
Congratulations.
That's a clean sheeter.
That's messed up.
I came in
I left
second.
him
Stanford,
up.
you win that round. Well done.
It's a dope content. Oh shit.
Nailed that. It's the best thing I've done today.
Heb je ook zo genoeg van die muffe geurtjes op je kleren wanneer je ze binnendroogt? Probeer Lenore Fresh Air. En ontdek de zonnige frisheid van buitengedroogde kleding.
Wat
Het is net lente in een fles. Lenore Fresh Air. Fris, alsof het buiten gedroogd is.
Beker Zero toegevoegd suiker. Er is nu echt zero wat je tegenhoudt.
The point, me and Gaunson tied on 1. Up next is dodgeball. How does that work? We're using the same cannon. We all have to stand basically in the middle, and if you get hit, you're out. Last one standing wins.
5 balls are going in, boys. 75 PSI. Bang. Let's do it. I hope you can dodge red.
I gotta go to the toilet real quick. Be right back. Be right back. You be really.
My pocket with no help, and this is what you do. I went in what I did probably helped them lose because that regime lost. Right. You know? But the thing, take a cut because as long as that money is there, I can always fight for it. I haven't given up. You know, I'm going to talk, but Africa's a little different. I'm sure I could talk to the new leader. I'm almost certain that things can change. I'm about getting the money back. I
No.
just wanted interest. I just want to get paid every month so I can pay for the school. Yeah, man. Sometimes
You're thinking
you just
about
have to take
what will
your
these children
losses
be able to
so you
do
can get
now?
back the money. 'Cause I remember this relationship to it, and then I would get, you know, my money plus whatever. Merged with BuzzFeed and Hovey, and they went public, and then this is my. They just take a cut, so they owed me like 1.2 million, and they month after month, and then at the very end we had to file a lawsuit, and they finally said, okay, we'll pay you the full amount minus 50,000. I'm a little salty about the 50,000, but at least I got almost the 1.2 million. So I'm like, okay, yes, I don't like losing 50,000. Who does? But at least I got almost all my money. I got whatever 98% of my money. Mine is kidnapped right now. Yeah. My money's so kidnapped. Sometimes 10% may sound bad at the moment, but at least you get most of it back. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna come down to this. Because sometimes you give
Yeah.
corrupt and bad.
Corruption is being accepted as becoming a thing. Regions, certain things happen. Everybody's like that, but yeah. Black son, it was for a good cause, but yeah, somehow the regime of your
JP Morgan, well, whichever one I send the money through. I just told you not to do it. They told me not to say it. Why is that? But, you know.
regardless of whatever he went through.
Yeah. You don't know how hard it is. You don't know.
Finally be able to wear that new shirt you bought yourself.
I can't remember the last time I fit into a medium-sized shirt. Okay. You're just one.
Ozempic.
Just one more time. Just one more time. Just one more time. Finish it. Take every last drop from me. I want it gone. I want it all gone. Just take it. Be gentle. Be gentle. Be gentle. Take it. Take all of it. Wait. There's only supposed to be one of you. There's only supposed to be one of you. Wait. I can't move. No, I can't move. Wait, no. Too much. You're taking too much. Love of God. Help me. Please help me. Please.
Tom, honey, put your CPAP machine back on. You're not breathing. Tom? Tom, is everything all right?
Ew. That's a ew. Ew is a nice way to put it. Nah, you know what? Hey, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. It's over. It's over.